Oh no, it sounds like our toilet has swallowed the banshee. What are we going to do about this? If your toilet is making strange noises, the first thing to check is under the lid here. And this mechanism here is the fill valve. And these fill valves over time can deteriorate and make all sorts of strange noises. This one here only makes that noise as it's filling and only when the water pressure is within a certain range. But the fix is pretty easy. You simply have to replace this fill valve. This particular fill valve is connected to a bleach dispenser, which you probably don't have on your toilet, but we'll show how to replace the fill valve. The first thing to do in this repair is to turn off the water supply to the toilet, which is going to be located down here under the bowl. And you just simply locate the valve and then you turn it off. Righty-tighty should shut that off for you. The next step is to drain the tank here by simply flushing the toilet. And with the water inlet turned off, the tank will not refill. But when you're done flushing, there's still going to be water at the bottom of the tank. So here you can see there's still water down at the bottom of the tank, and that will need to be removed either with a shop vac or some rags. So now we can see that the bottom of the tank is dry, and when we remove that old fill valve, it won't drain out on us. Next thing we're going to do is loosen up the supply line here. And you may want to put a towel down below to catch any leakage from here. All right, so that's disconnected there. Just a little bit of water draining from that. And then we're going to undo this nut on the bottom of the tank, which is usually just hand tightened. And once this is off, we should be able to pull the fill valve out from above. And so the fill valve is loose. We'll pull it out from up above now. This our setup has a bleach injector in line with the fill valve, but the removal is the same. We'll just pull this hose out from here. We'll unclip this from the back, and then the whole fill valve will just come out just like that. Now we're going to use the adjustments on here to set up the replacement fill valve. We're going to be using this Fluid Master Universal High Performance fill valve for replacement of this particular unit. So we'll take it out of the box here. It does come with some pretty comprehensive instructions, and they even have a video, so you don't even have to watch this one. But anyways, we'll set those aside. Alright, so we've got a replacement nut to go underneath the tank, and this is a clip to clip this tube to the fill tube. But what we're going to want to do is adjust this to match the one that we just pulled out, so we don't have to reproduce all the settings. Here's the old unit here. I'm gonna disconnect the bleach injector. And the main settings we want is the total length of this device from the bottom. So it looks like we're going to have to raise this up a bit here to match the one that we're just pulling out. To adjust that, you just slide that up, and then we can just twist this. You can either screw it in or just give it a pull. And we just want to match the length of the previous one here from the bottom of the tank. So that's where the bottom of the tank was. Looks like we need to come up a little bit higher yet. And that looks about where it should be. And I will just lock that into place. And then we can just drop this back into the same hole. You have a nice rubber gasket on the bottom here that will form the seal with the bottom of the tank. And then we're going to attach the new nut from underneath. Just reversing what we had done to take that off. Because this is sealed with that nice rubber gasket, this only has to be tightened hand tight. So you want to get it fairly snug, but don't use any tools to over tighten that or you'll crack it. Then we can reattach the water supply line. Just a reverse of our disassembling it. It's also important just to make sure that when you're putting that on that you don't cross thread it. Don't cross thread that. This kit comes with a clip that attaches to the fill tube here. You just put that on the end of this hose. And then just clip that onto your fill hose like that. Then all we have to do is turn the water supply back on and the tank will start to refill. If you need to, you can adjust the tank level with this little knob here. And on this deluxe model, you can adjust how much water is used to flush around the rim versus what fills from below with this. You can either increase or decrease what they call the bowl water with that adjustment. But let's go ahead and give it a flush. And we've got no leak down below with the supply line, so we're all good. We'll just need to cover it up and call it good. And that's all there is to fixing a screaming toilet. If you found this useful, please like and subscribe.